Hello everyone, my name's Rebecca and this is Bow and Arrow Tarot. I've missed you guys. It's been a while. It's been several months since I've put videos up. I just needed to take a break and recharge, but I'm back. I'll be putting up the regular love outlooks and the shadow readings. But today we're going to get right into it with Leo, and I really did miss reading for you guys, but I'm back now and I'm so happy to be back for you. So it's a 7-day love reading for Leo. The readings, you'll note the date that the reading is published is the date that I do the readings, and it's for the next 7 days because these are timeless readings. So sometimes you may come back to a few months later and it may still resonate for you. So Leo, it is Monday, June 14th, however, and this is for the next 7 days for my lovely Leos. My moon is in Leo, and I love reading for Leos. Because I feel like I understand Leos a lot. Alright guys, let's get into it. How's Leo doing? Over the next 7 days, we're looking at a love reading. Love outlook, show me. Show me. Let's do one more, I want one more. There we go. Alright, Leo, straight out, 3 of Cups, friends, gatherings, 6 of Cups, love, nice. We have Knight of Cups at the top, conscious, 2 of Wands. Alright, you ready to go. Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, 5 of Swords, 10 of Wands, a lot of strife, yeah. You've been carrying some burdens, Leo. 8 of Wands, Aries got that, and Death. All right, at the bottom we have the 2 of Cups. All right, Leo, so let's get right into it. We've got the 3 of Cups and a 6 of Cups. So, 3 of Cups. So this is a week, the next 7 days where it's going to be all about friendships, gatherings, coming together with people. You're going to be feeling like the center of attention probably, but it's not only because I say this is because Leos generally are the center of attention, but this is much more of a bonding week for you, right? 3 of Cups is loyalty, bonding, the Trinity. You see the 3 women coming together there. It's all about reaffirming those bonds that you have, but it's also about the need to reaffirm bonds, right? Not taking friendships for granted, right? Sometimes you have to come together, celebrate, and remind each other how much you love each other. And so this is happening for you this week. It's going to be a very social week. And covered with that, you have 6 of Cups, a lot of affection. And I'm going to say between you and someone who you've known for a very long time. 6 of Cups is almost like a childhood love. It speaks to a love that has endured. 6 of Cups is also the card for pleasure in the tarot. And oftentimes it speaks to that kind of love that grows, right? You see the 2 young people there, very young people, one giving the other a flower. It's the love that starts, you know, so innocent just through friendship, but it builds and builds. A lot of times 6 of Cups talks about affection, right? It's the energy of affection and appreciation and acknowledging each other. It's also the card for pleasure. If we go into sort of, for instance, in the soft deck, it's the card for pleasure. But it's also oftentimes people from your past, right? Again, young. People you've known young. Sometimes it's the soulmate card. It's also when your soul was a young soul. If you imagine these 2 young characters on a card, young people on a card representing your souls, it's almost sometimes 6 of Cups can be that energy of someone you've known through many lifetimes. Your souls were young. You met when you were young, and so your love has endured. So in that way, it is one of the quintessential soulmate cards in the tarot. So Leo, you got it going on this week in the love department, in the relationship department. There's affection there. There's a soulmate energy there. You have Knight of Cups and 2 of Wands above and below. Check this out. Knight of Cups, somebody's coming in for you. So Knight of Cups is the one who comes in for you. He's the one who sweeps you off your feet. He's the one who really gushes, tells you how he feels. He's definitely very, very vocal, right? Knights are always air. So Air of Cups, he talks about his love, right? Excuse me. One thing about the Knight of Cups, though, is he's not necessarily the most committed knight in the deck, but he comes in for you, right? Male or female doesn't matter. We're just talking about energies. It's that masculine driving forward energy that the Knight represents. And so this is going to be this is your conscious energy this week. So for some of you, Leos, it'll be you that's the Knight, right? You'll be the one going after someone. For some of you, Leos, it'll be somebody coming in for you. Whatever the case may be, it's going to be the overreaching sort of energy in your conscious mind this week. Either being aware of it or you being the one yourself. In the back of your mind, you have a Two of Wands. You're ready to go. You're ready to go. You're ready to go. You're ready to take it. You're ready to move on. Two of Wands is Mars and Aries. Very, very warlike energy. You're ready to fight for what you want. You're ready to take it. You're ready to take that seed and go with it. This is a very fiery week for you, Leo, as far as love is concerned. And also all of sort of the signs are there, right? All of the signs are there. Very strong, very strong. You're coming in from Queen of Pentacles energy. And I'm going to come back to that Two of Cups. But you're coming on the back of some Queen of Pentacles energy. I would say Queen of Pentacles may represent the last 7 days of your life. I guess the last 7 days of what you've been experiencing in this area. And Queen of Pentacles has been busy with her work, her career. She's busy with the things that she is actually creating, the tactile things she's creating, the things that whatever they are. So, and I say things, they could be projects, could be a child even. But in this case, I don't see that. I feel more that this is to do with, a project, work, employment, or something that if you're an artist, oftentimes it'll be your artwork, right? Pentacles doesn't only represent money and coins and, how we succeed financially. It is bringing into the world materially, right? In a very tactile way, our creative desires. And so Queen of Pentacles, Leo, some of you are coming out of a week or a period of really tending to your creative desires or tending to the things that you're bringing to fruition, whether they are projects, work, employment, artwork, if you're an artist, or productions, whatever you are producing in that way. You've really been sort of taking care of it. I'm going to say, Leos, you probably have been babysitting it a lot, especially in the times that we're living in. I mean, I feel like this is a reading for Leo who's also been very preoccupied with it. It's not just so much that you've been taking care and nurturing your project, but you've been extremely preoccupied with your project. And so it can be that this seven days, and this is what I'm feeling from this reading, if you resonate with it, the next 7 days, you're really going to be swept off your feet. And more to the point, you're getting that much needed break with that Three of Cups from having to really so fixatedly focus on something that you've been focused on. Now you're coming also into a period Nine of Cups energy. So you're also just kind of like, because you've been working so much, or I would say focusing so much on your material, right? Productions, or your material creativity, or whatever it is. I would say for some of you, it's some kind of work, but it's a work that you love, right? It's something that you feel strongly about. But because you've been focusing on it so much, you're coming into this period, Nine of Cups, where you're still happy. Nine of Cups is still very happy. It's like, okay, I'm hanging out with my friends, but there's this love connection, this Knight of Cups, and this Six of Cups is there. I'm ready to go for it, but you know what? I'm happy where I'm at, too. And that's very much a Leo thing, too. Like, Leos are just so much about, like, their own path of mastery. This is oftentimes why the lion or the lion animal, as far as the spirit animal, also comes across as being aloof. It embodies this feeling of just like kind of self-mastery. And so if something isn't part of that path, you're willing to kind of let it go. So Nine of Cups anyway, Leo, for you, it's like, okay, you're coming into a period of just being really, really blessed. You're going to be feeling very blessed for the relationships you have, cultivated, and not necessarily being so hung up on one person or tied to one person or necessarily having that Two of Cups is something that's really bothering you or hanging you up. Again, I'm going to say this is for a Leo. I did the Aries reading. I thought it was for a single Aries. I think this is for a single Leo. Okay? Could be for a family. You may already be in a relationship. But right now, if you are in a relationship, there's still going to be this kind of Knight of Cups courting atmosphere happening, okay? So, and also this Three of Cups is at the center. So if you are in a relationship, Leo, and you kind of resonate with everything else, then you're probably going to just be taking some time off from your lover to kind of be with friends and do all of that and sort of, you know, party and like I say, reaffirm those bonds, right? Still, I feel this is for a Leo, okay? This Six of Cups feels like someone from your past coming in, Leo. And this Knight of Cups, you know, this kind of, you know, sweeping you off your feet energy. Two of Wands at the bottom. I'm going to say Two of Wands energy also can be, like I said, you're really raring to go for. So you're really ready to take the next step. And again, it reminds me of single Leo energy because it's like the seed has been planted and you're ready to go forward. Also ready to fight for your love if there is an issue with that. Could be if I did a shadow reading on that, there may be a friendship issue here if there's any kind of opposing energy because because Two of Wands is so warlike. So for some of you Leos, there's something about this this connection that's making you feel like you have to fight for it. It's nevertheless, you're happy. How do you come in this week and what do you meet? And what is your energy towards the next 7 days? Well, you're like, look, I'm not willing to put all that bullshit into it. Five of Swords, right? So here, Two of Wands is willing to fight for your love as far as the world is concerned. But Five of Swords is not willing to you're not willing to sort of bend your knee, right? You're not willing to play the games. Five of Swords is the game player, right? You know, he plays games. This character on here, he plays games. He don't play fair. He doesn't, you know, he's just a pain in the ass, right? Nobody wants, you know, he's not noble in his fights and in his sort of engagements, and he's underhanded. So people just say, look, I give up. I don't even want to fight you because engaging with you brings me down. That's what the two other figures in this card represent. People would kind of just throw down their arms and say, you know what, I give up, because it isn't so much that you're giving up or that you're acquiescing to defeat. It isn't so much defeat. It's just, this is the card for defeat. And some people see that. But the other side of that, and so much with the tarot, like I said, is always about two sides of the coin, is that, is it really defeat? You also are kind of taking the higher road. So Five of Swords, generally, I'm going to say, is taking the higher road for you in some kind of issue here. Again, Leo, like I said, could go back to this friendship thing here. You go meet your friends, you're partying, there's something going on this week, and they come. It's an old love, but now you are fighting, and you're like, nope, I'm not going to do it. So that's the energy. What comes back at you? Ten of Wands energy. So it's Ten of Wands is like enough is enough, right? Enough is enough. It's gotten too much. You're bearing too much of the brunt, and there's going to be a big change coming in. So interestingly enough, Leo, this is a reading, I think, for some Leos. Let me bring it all together for you, okay? Because it's only a 7-day reading, so we're not talking about long-term, big energies that play out over long term, right? So we're talking about much more of an acute situation. Friendships, partying. Some of you Leos are going to be going out, partying, drinking, hanging out with friends, socializing. A lot of people are doing that right now. Going back together with old friends, reaffirming those bonds. There's definitely an old flame issue here, an old love, old flame, maybe even someone you've been friends with for a long time that you're not actually in love with, but you were friends a long time. And in any case, the spark is there. So whether you re-spark or it's a new spark, it's coming in with the Knight of Cups. For some of you, it may be you, Leo, who's doing that, and maybe the other person. And in the back of your mind, Leo, all of you who resonate with this reading, you're absolutely raring to go. However, there's some instance that happens here this week Five of Swords energy and Ten of Wands energy, where you're kind of like, okay, I give up. And I want to say, it gives me the feeling that you've been down this road before. It could be a friend that you know, Leo. For some of you, some special Leos out there, this might be a side feeling I have on this reading. It may be a regular friend. You may go out with friends and there's that one friend and you're just over it and you throw your hands up. And furthermore, what greets you is the energy of like, enough is enough. Ten of Wands is breaking the back and saying enough is enough. It's the final straw that broke the camel's back. And you kind of get ready, you kind of like throw down all of this stuff that you've been carrying. It could even lead, you know, it could even lead to a sort of reshifting of friendships and alliances, and it all kind of gets brought out with this competitiveness here, and mostly because somebody's being very underhanded. What do you fear the most? Well, this week you're fearing just being overwhelmed, getting too much information, too much input from other people, listening to too many opinions. Eight of Wands energy, okay? Eight of Wands is very kind of overwhelming, too much shit, you can't trust anybody. It's time to put the boundaries up and say, look, I'll make up my own mind or whatever, right? So you fear that. So this is for Leo also, who's probably been through a lot of that. Not surprising, because Leos, you generally attract that, whether you desire to attract it or not. Being the Leo sort of personality and spirit, people will gravitate to you. And so sometimes it can be very overwhelming. Outcome is death. Total transformation. So some of you, death is obviously in tarot. If you're new to tarot, it's not a real death in tarot. We don't ever speak about real deaths necessarily or real births necessarily. But what we talk about is a transformation, and death means that total end of the old. Some of you are going to be completely reshifting your life, reshifting your friendships, reshifting your allegiances. It's a major shift. All right? It is a major shift. Now, normally, with the Aries, I went for the spirits. I'm going to go for the animal spirits for you, Leo. And pull out an animal spirit card just for you. Just the one card for you to see what your animal spirit might be this week. Actually, I'm going to pull two. Give me two animal spirits for Leo. I want to see, because this death is also talking about such a big change here. And I think it's coming, it's obviously you can see it coming from here, right? Finally giving up. And it's a particular battle that you've been waging with someone that you're not willing to wage anymore. So you give it up, you let it go. And what ends up happening is a total retransformation, reshifting. And it's good. It means you're going to grow, because things must die in order for you to grow. So it may be a little bit bleak at first, but you're going to grow out of it. Show me, Leo, two cards, animal spirits. Show me two. Crocodile. Okay. Ooh, and the cobra. Okay, so this is it. Interesting. The crocodile. The crocodile is the spirit of patience, waiting, biding your time, being observant, watching. The crocodile watches. He's quiet. Oh, he's oh so quiet, right? And then when he's ready, he's sure. Right? It's a water animal, obviously. Water spirit. And when he's ready, he's ready. Then we have the cobra, fire animal, cobra. Cobra is your inner teacher, right? He's your inner guide, he's your inner teacher. He's always watching. The cobra is always watching and waiting for you to require him, right? So for some of you, it'll be like your insights are nagging at you this week. You're going to be feeling very kind of like, my intuition is telling me to either do this or do that, stop this or stop that. And it's all going to be about being true to who you are, because the cobra just simply watches from the inside. He's your inner quiet teacher. He's always watching through your eyes and into your eyes. He's looking out of your eyes and looking back into your eyes at the same time, making sure that you stay on the path that is true to who you are. Fire and water. Wow. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to leave that. Let me put that up like that. Now, you can decide. I would say who the crocodile is, who the cobra is. I'm going to say the cobra is definitely you, Leo, right? It's the fire spirit, fire animal spirit. But then the crocodile, who's waiting and watching? Who's waiting and watching? Could be you, could be someone. But there's an energy of it. The crocodile is an energy of somebody who's around, who's always watching and paying attention. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's nefarious. It's just the energy of it. It's a water energy, right? So it's an emotional energy. So just bear that in mind. All right, my lovely Leos, this is your reading for the next 7 days. Thank you for watching. If you're a regular and you stuck with me, or you've kept your kept being a subscriber to my channel despite the fact of me not having posted for quite some time, having to recharge my batteries, I love you so much. If you're new, I love you so much. I'll be back next week. I'll be starting to get right back into a schedule again, so don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and hit the bell, and I'll see you at the next Leo reading. Bye bye, guys.